When the heart speaks louder than the mind. When pretending becomes heavier than the truth. Welcome to the Velvet Story, where feelings unfold in layers. This is chapter 24 of our emotional rollercoaster realization from the series Pretend. Get ready for heartbreaks, hidden emotions, and moments that might feel a bit too real. Geet took Abhi in her arms after bidding Maan goodbye. She really missed his flirtatious charm, not that she'd admit it. Especially not now. I'm not missing his flirting, and even if I do, it's only because we spent so much time together. That's it, she told herself, offering her mind a logical reason. But deep down, she knew her heart didn't agree. It never followed logic. As she walked toward her flight, 1,000 thoughts clouded her mind. How do people enjoy flying in airplanes? She wondered. For me, airports are just the beginning of pretending. She had no fond memories attached to airports. Last time, when she traveled with Meet, it had been her first flight. And she couldn't even enjoy the experience. Her heart was shattered. She had returned just to deliver tragic news to Anupama auntie. And now, once again, she was traveling, this time to fight for the truth, built on the fragile foundation of a lie. Lying to innocent people, to people who loved her. Babaji, please don't punish me for this. I am doing this for the ones I love, and the ones who love me, she prayed silently. Geet took her seat, cradling the sleeping Abhi in her lap. A lone tear escaped her eye. She didn't even know where it came from. She wiped it away quickly. Whatever happens, happens for a reason, her mind reminded her, and she agreed, at least on the surface. Airplane scene shift. Maan sat in his seat, and of course, for his luck, he was beside a newlywed couple heading to their honeymoon. The universe had clearly chosen this moment to tease him. The poor couple had no clue how much Maan's silent curses were raining on their lovebird's cloud. Next day, welcome Geet, Pinky beamed, pulling her into a warm hug. Thank you, Geet replied softly. This wasn't just a visit. Geet had purchased this house herself, with her savings from working part-time and assisting Anupama Rathore. She had refused Meet's offer to help. That face had been fueled by anger, at herself and, maybe at him. Adi greeted her with a soft smile and a side hug. How are you, Geet? Geet responded with a quiet, how could I be? Pinky and Adi exchanged a sad smile. She was once full of life, now, a shadow of her former self. But no one could be blamed. Life hadn't been kind. I cleaned your room. No need to say thanks, Pinky teased before Geet could speak. I'm making tea. You want anything else? Nope, Pinky. I'm good. Later. What's the progress, Adi? Geet asked as she sat beside him. He declined to meet, today. Tomorrow then. Adi, can we meet him tomorrow? Geet, I don't have a problem, but are you sure this plan of yours is the right thing to do? I want to try. Please, Geet, Mr. Paul is extremely strict. He never changes his mind, and he hates being emotionally blackmailed. You know that. That's why I asked you for help, or I'd go alone. I'll try, you just rest. By the way, he's kinda cute, Adi added with a grin, trying to lighten the moment. Thank you, Geet smiled faintly and left, picking up the sleeping Abhi to settle him in the room. Crescent moon scene shift Maan's place. Maan was in a terrible mood. His thoughts were consumed by one person, Geet. What was she doing? Was she getting ready for a romantic dinner? Did that Paul guy kiss her? No, Geet isn't like that, his mind assured. But she prepared a dinner that can't be ignored, his heart argued. And then the battle began. Maybe it's just business, but what if it's not? What if she's in danger? She would have told me. She never tells you. You know why? Maan groaned. I don't care. Yeah, right. I said I don't care. You care. Stop. You too. He snapped, at his own mind. In an attempt to clear his head, he got dressed to hit the pub. A black transparent shirt and steel-colored trousers made him look heartbreakingly handsome, as always. But today, even his reflection didn't lift his spirits. Stop it, Maan, he scolded himself. Musical notes pub scene. Maan sat at the bar, sipping his drink, trying to drown the chaos within. But even here, in his favorite place, peace didn't find him. Slightly drunk, he got up and hit the dance floor. A woman throwing herself on him, moving sensually. She leaned in, trying to kiss his M-shaped lips, and for a moment, he didn't resist. But then, good going, Mr. Khurana. Seems like you're really enjoying yourself. Geet stood there, arms crossed, eyes burning with betrayal. She wore a woolen skirt, trench coat, and boots, and looked like she had just walked out of his dreams or nightmares. Geet, I swear I didn't initiate. I mean, yeah, I kissed girls before you, but since you came into my life, I swear, I was just frustrated because you're with someone and he reached to touch her, but she disappeared. Geet had never been there. Great going, man, his heart mocked. He smacked his head. The girl tried to pull him back, but he snapped, get lost. Mean, she hissed and stormed off. Man stumbled into his hotel room, changed, and saw her again, sitting calmly on the sofa. What the hell, Geet? What are you doing to me? I'm not doing anything, she replied casually, shrugging. Really, Geet? Yes. Where are you? Why should I tell you, Mr. Khurana? So I can come to you. Why, Mr. Khurana? Because I want to know. And I don't want to tell you. Please, just tell me. His phone rang, breaking his trance. Man, you've totally lost it. Hallucinating her now, talking to her, wanting to go to her. Because you feel something for her, his heart said softly. Thank you, Man whispered to himself. Phone continues ringing. Pick up the call at least, he muttered. Sorry to disturb you, Man, his father said on the line. Dad, you don't need to apologize. There's a meeting in New York. You have to attend. And Man, take Geet with you. But Dad, it's important. Dave is in Delhi, and Vaishya is in Italy. You are the only one free. Handle the meeting, then resume your vacation. I'll handle it, Dad. Don't worry. Pack up and fly out tonight. Okay, good night, son. House scene shift Geet's apartment. Mama, Abhi called out. Yes, Abhi, where are we? This is Mama's house, baby. Don't you like it? Abhi likes it, he said happily, playing in the small space. Geet sat nearby, watching him and thinking. How would she convince Mr. Paul? How could she win custody of Abhi based on a lie? Could she even win? Would the truth ever be enough? She looked up, seeing Abhi staring at her. Mama, are you crying? Mama loves you, she said, hugging him tightly. Abhi loves Mama, he beamed, holding her back. Tears pricked her eyes. She was scared, terrified of losing him. He was her life. Without him, she couldn't breathe. I'll try, Abhi, she whispered with determination. I'll try to win, for us. In the world of lies, love still finds its voice. In the silence of longing, hearts begin to speak. Will Man realize before it's too late? Will Geet win her fight without losing herself? Find out in the next episode of Pretend, only on the Velvet Story. Speech Balloon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional journeys. And tell us, what do you think Geet is truly hiding?